watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Wednesday, July 24th. In our top story, a Las Vegas man is arrested following a 21-year-old cold case that Henderson police finally crack. Rory Rossell has this story.
On September 4th of 2023 at approximately 2:15 p.m., the Henderson Police and Fire Departments responded to the 200 block of Gold Street in reference to a female occupant who was located inside the structure and was allegedly deceased inside of the residence. The investigation revealed the female died from a sharp force trauma and the incident was determined as a homicide. The victim later identified as 28-year-old Teresa Romano, and the investigation remained open for the past 21 years. The recently expanded Henderson Police Department Cold Case Unit continued this search, and through continuing this search, they updated the DNA testing and identified the suspect in this investigation as 47-year-old Ricky Lee Trader. On July 16th of 2024, Henderson detectives took Trader into custody in Reno, Nevada, and booked Trader into the Washoe County Detention Center on the following charge of open murder. On July 22nd of 2024, Trader was extradited to the Henderson Detention Center and booked accordingly. This investigation involved a painstaking collaborative effort of the Henderson Police Department Cold Case Unit, the Henderson Police Department's Crime Scene Analyst Unit, the Henderson Police Department's Intelligence Unit, and Northern Nevada Parole and Probation in the Reno office, as well as the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's Forensic DNA Laboratory. Trader was arrested and booked on 1 count of open murder. Anyone with information on this case is urged to contact the Henderson Police Department at 702-267-4911. Or to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. You can also visit the Crime Stoppers website.
And the Nye County Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying a man in Tonopah who was damaging property. Ava Parducci tells us more.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in identifying a man that has damaged the Tonopah High School on July 21st. The man was last seen on the 23rd at around 3 p.m. in the area of Logan Field and Air Force Road in Tonopah. Anyone with information on the identification of this man is asked to call the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000, Option 5, or to remain anonymous. You can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
And a Las Vegas man accused of a hit-and-run accident resulting in death refuses to turn himself in until his own daughter calls police. Anthony Roberts has more.
On Sunday, June 21st, just before 1 a.m., officers responded to East Harmon Avenue, west of Paradise Road, of a report of a vehicle that hit a pedestrian. Upon arrival, Metro discovered a victim unresponsive. Witnesses told police that the victim, who was later identified as Michael Price, had been struck by a dark SUV with tinted windows. The victim was taken to a local hospital where they were pronounced deceased. Shortly before 3 p.m. that same day, Metro were dispatched to an apartment in the 3200 block of Key Largo Drive after a call of a couple that was having a heated argument. According to the report, the argument was in regards to the father, who was identified as Rigoberto Osario, age 48, who was involved in a hit-and-run crash earlier that morning and refused to turn himself in. According to the report, the woman told police that the two of them were gambling earlier that morning at a casino, and on their way home, Osorio was driving southbound on Paradise and turned right onto Harmon. That's when she felt a collision but did not see what Osorio hit. Osorio pulled into a complex to look at the damage to the car, at which time they noticed lights and sirens in the direction where the collision occurred. The woman stated that Osorio refused to turn himself in, which is what sparked the argument later that afternoon. That is when she told her daughter to hide in her room and call 911. According to the police, Osorio told them that the collision occurred because he could not see the victim and did not call police because he was scared and panicked. Osorio has been booked into the Clark County Detention Center where he is being held on a $50,000 bail. He is currently facing charges of duty to stop at a scene of an accident resulting in death, destroying or concealing evidence, and driving without a license.
Turning now to election news, Vice President Kamala Harris makes another campaign stop today in Indianapolis, Indiana, speaking to one of the largest African-American sororities, Zeta Phi Beta. Vice President Harris was speaking about her vast experience as a prosecutor, attorney general, senator, and her time in the White House. Meanwhile, many Americans did not know of J.D. Vance before his presidential and vice presidential nomination. News 25 correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with a look at his profile.
While many high-ranking politicians talk the talk but simply just don't walk the walk, Team Trump and Vance are both married to highly successful and ambitious knockouts with both brains and beauty, support our troops, and have a proven track record that demonstrates that they care about honest, hardworking Americans saddled with debt. The GOP nominees strive to make America healthy, safe, clean, and first again.
I met JD in law school when he was fresh out of Ohio State, which he attended with the support of the GI Bill. We were friends first because, who wouldn't want to be friends with JD? He was then, as now, the most interesting person I knew. A working class guy who had overcome childhood traumas that I could barely fathom to end up at Yale Law School. A tough Marine who had served in Iraq, but whose idea of a good time was playing with puppies and watching the movie Babe.
Upon graduation, J.D. Vance held a hefty $120,000 in first-tier university student loans, a completely foreign concept to limousine liberals.
My background is very different from JD's. I grew up in San Diego, in a middle-class community, with two loving parents, both immigrants from India, and a wonderful sister. That JD and I could meet at all, let alone fall in love and marry, is a testament to this great country.
The first-generation Indian-American attorney recently quit at San Francisco's leading law firm, Munger, Tolles & Olson, as her husband fights for America.
When JD met me, he approached our differences with curiosity and enthusiasm. He wanted to know everything about me, where I came from, what my life had been like. Although he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy, he adapted to my vegetarian diet and learned to cook food from my mother, Indian food.
JD and Usha Vance's union pays true homage to the melting pot that is the USA.
His goals in this new role are the same that he has pursued for our family: to keep people safe, to create opportunities, to build a better life, and to solve problems with an open mind.
Liberal elites are all for gun control, except when it comes to their own. Proudly reporting from Sin City, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
And as these temperatures continue to heat up, more things are overheating in Death Valley, people and even cars. More on that when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, another vehicle fire occurs in Death Valley National Park, this one at Dante's View.
A car caught on fire at Dante's View in Death Valley National Park on Sunday, July 21st. No one was hurt, but the vehicle was destroyed. The cause of fire is not known, but is suspected to be an electrical issue. This is the fifth vehicle fire in the park in the past year. Most vehicle fires in the park are due to brakes overheating on long, steep descents. Amargosa Volunteer Fire Department and Pahrump Fire Department responded to the fire. The National Park Service fire engine was unable to respond due to insufficient numbers of fire-trained staff available. Park rangers did not respond in patrol vehicles.
Well, fall is almost around the corner, and so is football season. So News 25 is speaking with Pahrump Valley High School's football team and their head coach, Tom Walker, about a few plays and their annual spaghetti dinner this season.
This school year is quickly approaching, and that means the annual spaghetti dinner and auction for a Pahrump Valley High School football team is almost here. This fundraiser supports the varsity and junior varsity players on the Pahrump Valley High School football team. This dinner and auction can also get a little competitive as the players see who can raise the most amount of money for the team. News 25 spoke with head coach Thomas Walker about this amazing event and how the season is going.
Spaghetti dinners are a big fundraiser for the year. It's actually a dessert auction as well. It's $5 to get in. It's on August 3rd at 6 o'clock, and we average about $17,000 a year, so it's a big deal for our football program. We're actually having a great summer. We got a new offensive coordinator at Liberty High School. We just moved out here. This is Coach Toby Henry, doing a phenomenal job. We're installing a brand new offense. And the boys seem to really like it and are working hard, especially with us going up next year to 4A. It's nice to have the experience come out here and help us, and we've got a lot of talent out here. Next week is our Trojan Camp, the week of the 4th of July, and it's awesome how many kids are showing up and dedicating the time and sacrificing that time during holiday week. And then the following week we go to Southern Utah University for a full padded tackling camp, and it's just tremendous for our season to have that on film. The Trojan Week, we actually get pads, tackling, getting in shape, running all our new installs with pads on for when we go up to SUU. We're comfortable.
These Trojans have been working extremely hard this summer, and the Trojans will be kicking off their 2024 season with a home game against Cheyenne High School on August 23rd at 6 p.m. News 25 also spoke with a few of the players on the varsity team to talk about how they think their season is going.
This football season so far this year has been doing pretty well. We got a new offensive coordinator, whole new passing scheme. I mean, all of our skills are just getting a lot better as time comes throughout the summer. Our team's putting in a lot of work so far, and I've actually been developing a lot better at quarterback. I've been doing a lot of extra work for the position, but yeah, I think this season should be a pretty good season for us.
You know, we've all been changing to the new offense. You know, I think it's good that we got change around here and stuff, and especially me switching my position to wide receiver for the team. I've been doing pretty good, working on my hands and stuff. So hopefully we have a good season this year.
Well, there are all kinds of new holidays that you might not be aware of. Like today, July 24th, is newly minted as Self-Care Awareness Day. So Rory Rosell has a few tips for us on how to prioritize our self-care even during our very busy schedules.
July 24th is newly known as World Self-Care Day. This is a newly symbolic day which was chosen because it can be practiced 24 hours every day for 7 days a week. The World Health Organization, otherwise known as WHO, recognizes the value and potential contribution of self-care interventions within health systems. Many health organizations strive to let their patients know that self-care is one of the most vital things in personal health. So here are some ways that you can make sure to prioritize self-care in your busy schedule. Exercising regularly. Just 30 minutes of walking each day can boost your mood and improve your health. Eating healthy and staying hydrated. A balanced diet and plenty of water can improve your energy and focus throughout the day. Paying attention to your intake of caffeine and alcohol can also affect your mood and well-being. Making sleep a priority. Stick to a schedule and make sure that you get enough sleep. Try a relaxing activity, exploring relaxation or wellness programs or apps which may incorporate meditation, muscle relaxation, and breathing exercise. Schedule regular time for these and other health activities that you may enjoy, such as listening to music, reading, spending time in nature, and engaging in low-stress activities and hobbies. Focus on positivity. Identify and challenge your negative and unhelpful thoughts. Stay connected. Reach out to friends and family members who can provide emotional support and practical help. Self-care looks different for everyone, so it is also important to find things that you need and things that you enjoy. It may take trial and error to discover what works for you, but above all, enjoy your National Self-Care Day.
And Snoop Dogg is officially setting things ablaze for the Olympics. We'll explain when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, famous California-based rapper Snoop Dogg is set to make his Olympic debut, but in what capacity? Well, here to spark things up, it's Mikey Ruhan with a deeper look inside sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators pulled out a victory last night for the Battle of Nevada, beating the Reno Aces 13-12. Rematch this evening, 6:35. Ajay Wilson had a good game, 19 points and 14 rebounds to help the U.S. women's basketball Olympic team rebound from a rare exhibition loss to beat Germany 84-57 on Tuesday night. Speaking of Olympics, Snoop Dogg will carry the Olympic torch through the final stages when it passes through Paris before the opening ceremony on Friday. Hopefully he doesn't smoke it. Salt Lake City has officially been named the host city for the 2034 Winter Olympics. International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach made the announcement during a live-streamed session Wednesday from Paris where the Summer Olympics are gearing up. And Pahrump Valley High School is holding a youth soccer camp on August 2nd. That's going to be at the Pahrump Valley High School football field. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Time to take a live look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, and we definitely have scattered showers between Pahrump and Las Vegas. Clouds everywhere, but does it affect our temperature? A closer look during the break, after this break in weather.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Rory Rosell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now, up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 97 degrees, Fallon is at 98, Carson City at 94, Tonopah at 92, Goldfield also at 94 degrees, Beatty at 10 degrees higher at 104 degrees, Amargosa at 108, Las Vegas at 104, and Death Valley is at 119 degrees. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 106 degrees. The high today just a little while ago was 106. It was partly cloudy, wind blowing south-southwest at 9 miles per hour, humidity 16%, and the sun rose this morning at 5:45 and is going to set tonight at 7:55 p.m. The humidity raises up to 27% and the wind continues to blow east at 10 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 83 degrees and with a few clouds in the sky. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like we're going to have sunny Skies throughout the rest of this week into the weekend, and there's going to be a few clouds next Tuesday, but other than that, we're looking at sunny skies. We're having low triple digits throughout this week and next week, looking like on Sunday we're going to be hitting 100 degrees, which means there might be double digits here in the near future. But until then, Nevada, make sure to stay hydrated. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory. We love seeing you spread your sunshine throughout weather. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, please try to stay cool and hydrated out there. Good night.